Rebranding isn't just about creating a new logo, it's about creating a whole identity. It can be a journey of partial or complete transformation. Well, in most cases, it's usually a complete transformation, like in today's brand Remote Candle. Today, I'll be walking you through the brand process step by step behind the scenes, taking the brand from what it was, as you can see on the screen, to what it currently is today. And if you are new here, actually, I know you are new. My name is Shay. I'm a graphic and brand designer based in Lagos, Nigeria. And on this channel, I used to document my journey as a designer, hoping to inspire one or two persons as I go. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and share this video. So Remote is a Tanzania-based brand. They specialize in aromatics. That's doing majorly their major product is candles. But as I speak currently, they've outgrown just making candles. But at the initial onset, they made candles, scented and unscented candles, and they made repelling cream. I can't kind of remember, but they made some repellent creams, mosquito repellent cream. And the reason why the owner wanted to rebrand, because she felt the initial identity was kind of bland. It wasn't really representing what she wanted it to represent to the audience. And they had a problem with attracting new audience. Like, it is a well-known brand in Tanzania, but she wants to expand her horizon, reach more audience. That was one problem they were having with the current identity system. And that was one of the reasons why they wanted a rebrand. They wanted like something to something that could speak about their brand at first glance. What you currently see on screen now, this is what their former logo was. It has this just remote and this palm tree stuff on it, which did not, according to her, it lacked character. There was no visual identity system to it. So that was why, like, they wanted a rebrand. And my role for this in this project, because I worked with four other people on this project. I worked with a product designer to like create and I also had one other brand designer on the project. So we worked together to create this awesomeness. Before the rebrand, this is what the existing visual element looked like. There were no system, there was no typography, there was no color, there was nothing. This is just a thing whereby you start a business, let's say in your bedroom, and you started growing and growing, and you use like a DIY branding for it, and your business has grown to a point that it needs professional touch. So there's not much to say about the existing visual element. The objective set out, like I said, as hinted at the beginning, was we wanted to appeal to international audience. We wanted to reflect the Tanzania culture. We want to like modernize the look. We want it to look elevated. Want it to look put together. We want to create a system and structure to it. So those are like the objective we had. So in the strategy phase, in the research phase, doing the competitors analysis, audience research, cultural inspiration, there was something like we had to make our USP. And luckily for us, it is also the unique selling point of Remote, which is their candles. I know there are 1001 candles home and abroad. By home and abroad, I mean internationally and locally. Locally being locally in Tanzania and in Africa as a whole. In Nigeria as a whole, we have like 1001 candle brand that are organic, that are hand poured with love. They are made with soy, pure wax, all of that stuff, beeswax. There are so many brands that are doing the same thing. So how could we stand out? What would be like our unique selling point? And the unique selling point was the fact that our candles are mosquito repelling. Yes. So there's a bit of backstory to Remote Candle from the founder, which is Rosemark. Malaria is one thing that is prevalent here in Africa. Like, there are lots. I'll pull up some data up. I can't remember right now, but the mortality rate of children, most especially children and women that died due to malaria, is crazy. And that was even what sparked the idea of this product for the owner. So that was a unique selling point, that these candles, not only will it smell nice, it will also repel candles. Like, it is ideal for this like climate we have. And it doesn't also if you are scent sensitive, it's not going to cause any allergies for you. So those were unique selling. That's just major unique selling point. So we came up with in our design strategy here, we wrote, we came up with a tagline slogan for the brand, which means brighten your path. And I wrote here, like, not only does the candle brighten their path, like literally, it also improves their mental wellness and most importantly, their physical wellness. with the introduction of mosquito repelling properties to the candle. So in during the client onboarding and all, she said, we asked her what word do you want you to describe your brand. She was like competent, reliable, intelligent, successful, sincere, down to earth, were the word that this founder used to describe our brand. So this with a brand mission to improve the well-being of human being led us to a more like rich and bold, earthy tone feel to the overall branding. We paired it up with like easy to read typography, and for these colors, we decided, like I said, we wanted something bold, we wanted it to be mixed. So you find like an orange, green, deep green, like a neutral color just to blend out the bright dash of orange to it. And also for the label and packaging design, I'm going to come back to that, but there's a lot of cultural significance that went into it, into creating the patterns for it. So I wrote here that remote candle is not just luxury; it is a necessity. It's not just to let our house smell nice. It's also going to repel like insects and whatnot. So that's where like we lean towards for the strategy. For the mood boarding, we just the photography direction, the font, the colors. We went, like I said, bold and mixture of like muted colors. So this is just what our mood board is. Our mood board is not really in this mood up you're seeing is not really like in depth, but we understood what we wanted to do. Now for the design proper, the first concept I was not really, it wasn't really banging, but here's what we came up with. So with this first concept, my thought was, oh, okay, let's try to customize my typeface as much as possible. The focus was just on the typeface to make this typeface look modern, a little bit rustic, a little bit like earthy. You get to make it look clean, to make it look clean and adaptable. So that was what I was going for the logo, like the logo typeface. And for the badge, I just like took the first letter from the R, that's the remote, and just like create like a circle or what's it called, yeah, and put like this plant-based fragrance mosquito repelling as the badge. But I mean, I felt like this was kind of lazy. When I showed it to my mentor, she was like, we could do more. We want something that speak like go back. Should you go back to your mood board? Like, what was the thing you're trying to say? You said something about, okay, your USP is mosquito repelling African. Like, let's try to put something. This thing is too clean. It is too modern. It is not. I know we want we want the brand to look like down to earth, clean, matured, but we need to infuse a bit of Africa into it. We need to infuse a bit of Tanzania into it because that is where it is being made. And already the founder has already been exporting our product to Canada, to the US, to other parts, other African countries. So we need to like make this thing stand out, that when we see this thing on the shelf in the store, does it have that shelf presence? What will attract this product to other, like to customers? So I was like, okay, scrap this, let's go back to the drawing board, let's go back to, and I know that, okay, yes, I need something more concrete, I need something more, aside wanting to make the, I focused the first sketch, I focused more on like the typeface for the brand. That's for the logo. I also even see it because my partner also came up with another one, and you can see a remote. It's just the typeface remote. Like we focused also, like I said, this first time we focused on typeface a lot. But the idea behind the second one was also like, okay, this is, if you can see, there are like a bit of bend or curves to the word. The idea behind it was, when you light your candle, it melts. So that was what gave it this feel. But like I said, it wasn't really banging. So we needed something more African, something more that we could, tie to our roots. Yeah. So I went back to the drawing board. But then again, I was like, I need something, I need more information. So at that point, I had to like, get on a call with the founder, and we spoke at length. She just sent me an inspiration. I don't know if I can find it. I'll put it up here. It was a very wild, like a wildflower kind of thing. She sent it to me. I was like, oh, this is actually what I was thinking about. So I thought about it. How do I like physically like bring this idea to life? So I went online. I checked for different pictures of the rose, different angles, and trying to sketch them. I am so bad with sketching. Like I am so bad with sketching. I took the rose. I also like browsed out different fire flames. I mean, I want to see what it looks like, and I kind of like brought them together to form what we currently have. So even what we currently had, I also had two more options. So the first option was the rose, the R in the center, then the flames of fire around the rose. That was the first one. The second option was this. We have the rose is more like the embodying character now. Then inside the rose, like more like, when you open the rose, flowers are usually they have different layers to them. So the first layer was just the rose. Then when you get into the inner layer, that's the petals. So in my petals, I make sure that my petals has like a fire around them. So as you can see in this, what's it called? Yeah, I'll put it on screen, but I'm currently looking at it. So the fire flame was around the petals, and the center of the petals gone. I had the heart. So that was the logo mark. So behind the story for this logo lockup, it was more of a personal inspiration that's gotten from the founder herself. Like our own personal journey was what transformed or begat this logo. So that's this for the logo. So now to the another interesting part is the packaging design. So the packaging design, so we also like a lot went into the packaging design. This is where we got we went into this stuff, like we had a lengthy discussion with the founder, and our plans for sustainability. That's when packing the design, she mentioned a local material they use. I think it's made from wood to pack this design to pack the candles, as opposed to like using nylons, plastics, all that stuff. So she's already doing that. So we just wanted to like elevate it, and if we could like personalize the material that was used to like pack these orders. And we also, the patterns that we came up with for this were inspired by Tanzanian local material, like native clothes. So just like in Nigeria, we have stuff like, we have different clothes like adire, like traditional clothes, traditional attires. Adire is made from tie and tie. We have the Igbo isiagu, something that signifies head of lion or head of something. So what for Tanzania, a more popular attire, because it's called kanga. We basically researched, went to every corner of the internet to look for the history of this cloth, the samples, how it has evolved over the years. And this kanga is like a garment, it's a colorful fabric. It's similar to kitenge or something. It is worn by both men and women. It has like its own distinct patterns to it. So from this kanga clothes, we took our patterns. This is where like my partner really did some heavy lifting. Like, she came up with this beautiful pattern, like which was inspired by the kanga clothing. So, and these patterns were, like I said, this is majorly for the packaging design, and it could also be used in some of these elements could be used for media, like social media, digital print, and all of that stuff. So this was how we use it in our packaging design. It was like the base. It formed the base of the label design. Then we had like the remote candle on it. Then rose scented candle. So on each candle, if a candle is like mango scented, orange flavor scented, we had a picture of that mango on it, because that was what resonates with the audience. We don't want to make it too abstract that they miss the idea of what the product is about or what the brand is about. So something they could see, and they know first of all, oh, this is rose, this is fruit, this is what it would probably smell like. So this is what we came up with, and these are like the different flavors that she currently had at that time. She had like coconut, cocoa, lemon, vanilla, lavender, all of that sweet flavors. Another thing I forgot to mention at the earlier stage was petroleum jelly. It was jelly I wanted to talk about. I said cream. So this was the label for the repellent, mosquito repelling jelly. So this was created for reads, and this is the social media exploration. We also created like some Canva templates so that you can use. Yeah, you can also see how the logo mark was also put to use. We have like remote, the candle rose thingy going on there. In terms of art, this is what's like the social media expression, and also the physical billboard expression looks like. So this is it. For the website, I'm gonna pull up the website, because currently the website is down. It was just a one pager Like, it's a medium-sized growing business, and not say small. It has actually grown beyond small. It's a medium-sized growing business. They have a physical store, and their products are in different stores across the country, in Tanzania and also in other African countries. So we can't really say it is small like that. So this is just how we be able to create something that we're able to take it from bland to something that is beautiful. This putting these colors together, ensuring that there's like consistency across the visual system, just to like enhance the customer experience. And 5 months or 6 months, only 6 months after the branding and after she has launched, I reached out back to her like, okay, how has this improved your sale? And she was like, a significant number of people, customers, they really love the new branding, and it also the branding also brought her new clients. So it's safe to say this rebrand was a success. It's safe to say this rebrand was a success. Like, it's the goal. The objective of this rebranding was actually met across the years, because this project has been done like I think a year plus ago. Now Remote has grown to from just selling candles to selling lip balm, scents, lip I say lip balm. Yeah, lip balm. She sells lip balm, and she sells this perfume oils. So another thing, let me just highlight it now. So while they are all under Remote brand, so see this Remote candle stuff, this logo, it is removed out, Remote lip oil, Remote perfume oil, removed. So that logo actually works with every other thing she's bringing out that under the Remote registered trademark. So it actually just worked well. So it did not really box her into the just candle scene yet. Everything she's bringing out actually is pertaining to personal hygiene, personal health, feeling good. There's always a spark of something. So it actually worked well, and I'm glad like it worked well. At the end of the year, she was really I felt so much joy when I would see her get nominated for awards like African Something Award in Egypt, and she would use like the Remote logo as the Remote logo is always like on it, like rose mark of Remote. Like, it felt good to see our work out there, and on stages that we have never been to, and it was a good representation. What would you say was your favorite part of this transformation? What do you like and what don't you like about this branding? This brand is still alive, it's still in work. So if you're around Tanzania, you want to purchase anything, they also deliver worldwide. So you can just head on to their social media and just Remote candles and order. And if you want, my services, I'm very much available for hire. Just send me a DM, send me an email. I'll be sure to respond. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you can also watch my previous video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.